Hello guys! Welcome back to Denson channel. If this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, please tap the subscription button and hit the notification bell to get updated with my future uploads.
So it wasn't meant to alarm you at all. If it has done so, you'll be pleased to know downstairs at the back of the boat we have a fully licensed bar. You can obtain tea, coffee, hard and soft drinks and a few light bar snacks. It will be open for the duration of the journey. The bridge we are now going beneath, the Waterloo Road Bridge, is more affectionately known in London as the Ladies' Bridge. When the bridge was built, it was built by 80% female labour due to the fact our men was away in the armed forces. The ladies of London faced the bridge with a very expensive self-cleaning Portland stone. Every time it rains in London, the face of the bridge will clean itself. It's also the only bridge to span the Thames that was built on time and under budget, so the ladies of London really did do a great job. Behind us to our left, the large white building with a small green dome in the centre is Somerset House, where we used to hold all births, marriages and death certificates. It used to be known as Hatcham, Matcham and Dispatcham. It is now owned by Catcham, the Inland Revenue. The whole area to our right is the South Bank. When the sun is shining, it's a very nice place to have a walk along. Lots of things to see and do over there. Bars, restaurants, street food, street entertainment. So it's a lovely place to go when the sun is shining. Just over to the left hand side, the large white ship with a yellow funnel, the HQS Wellington. She saw action during the Second World War. She was running supplies across the Atlantic, disguised as a hospital ship. Look above the back end of the Wellington, you'll see the stone archway, Temple Arch. It marks the official boundary line between the two cities. The City of London we are about to enter. The City of Westminster we are just leaving behind us. Now this may come as a surprise to you. We actually have some of the loveliest beaches in the heart of London. Look over to the right hand side, you see that lovely beach over there? And we do know that some of you on board are from overseas. I don't know exactly where you are all from, but I guarantee that you haven't seen a beach as lovely as that. On a nice sunny day, it's very popular over there. You'll see people building sandcastles, sunbathing. We think it's lovely when we see people paddling in a polluted river. It's a great day out for the family, all free of charge. Over to the right hand side, the red brick building with the Oxo Tower, famous for the gravy stock queue. Many years ago it was illegal to advertise along the banks of the River Thames. Oxo come up with a very clever idea. They installed their logo into the shape of windows. Of a night when they turn their lights on, the word Oxo will shine out red over most of London. In front of us on the left hand side, the white building with a green sloping roof with a black pinnacle at the top, the old City of London School for Boys. Look to the face of the building between the archway windows. You should see 4 statues. From left to right, these statues are of John Milton, Sir Isaac Newton, Sir Francis Bacon, and of course David Beckham. He's the one on the end with a football and the Gucci jacket. Now, of course folks, I'm only joking. The one on the end is actually William Shakespeare. We all know that David never really went to school. The bridge ahead of us, the Blackfriars Road Bridge. Look to the support columns of the bridge on either side of the archway. You'll notice it has been built to represent the pulpit of a church. That was under the express wish of Queen Victoria. There is also another bridge just ahead of us, the Blackfriars Railway Bridge, as the only railway station to span the Thames. where you can enter from either side of the river. It's called Blackfriars North and South. To us on the right hand side, the brown brick building with a tall chimney, the Tate Modern Art Gallery. They show contemporary and modern art. It is completely free to walk around that building. After you've walked around that building for 5 minutes, you understand why it is completely free. It's where you can find great modern art such as half a cow in a jar, a bit of screwed up newspaper and a light bulb that flashes on and off. Don't worry too much if you don't understand modern art, as there is a pub close by. Behind us to our right, the Founders Arms, and myself and the captain went over there the other day. We can tell you from our research it is much more entertaining than the art gallery. Over to the left hand side, the large dome and golden cross of St Paul's Cathedral stands at 365 feet tall, that being 1 foot for each day of the year, as the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in Europe. Took 35 years to build. The bridge will pass beneath the Millennium Footbridge, otherwise known as the Blade of Light. It was built in the Millennium year by a man called Sir Norman Foster. In front of us on the right hand side, the white circular building, it's got oak beams and a brown thatched roof. Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. It is a replica of Shakespeare's old Globe. You can go over there today and watch an old Shakespearean play being reenacted. Anything like Romeo and Juliet, or one of the other good ones as well. And a bridge ahead, oh yeah, Hamlet. That's my favourite. Ahead of us, the Southwark Road Bridge, the Least Used Bridge to span the Thames. That is because the approach roads are so well hidden into the back streets and the one-way systems of London. Not many Londoners actually know that the bridge exists and use it. If you do see anyone up on the bridge, like them people up there, do give them a little wave, as they are most certainly, utterly lost. And we did actually see that family running across the bridge, going in the other direction at 9 o'clock this morning. In front of us on the right hand side, the brown brick building with the red window frames, the Anchor Tavern of Bankside, just over 400 years old. It dates back to 1615. It is one of the finest pubs in London, and I have been to all of them, purely from research of course. And a bridge ahead of us is the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. Now, to be honest folks, it's not really that interesting. It's just a bridge. Over to the right hand side, between the buildings, a full-scale working replica of Sir Francis Drake's old ship, the Golden Hind. The original one sailed the world once. This replica sailed the world twice, taking the same route that Drake took. I'll get a show of hands if anyone has seen the Pirates of the Caribbean films. They're good films, aren't they? But the Golden Hind has got absolutely nothing to do with it. Just seeing if you're all still paying attention. Ahead of us, the famous London Bridge, the 5th London Bridge, to stand on this site since Roman times. This one was opened in 1973 by Her Majesty, the Queen. The one before this now stands in the Arizona desert, across a man-made lake called Lake Havasu. Over to the right hand side, dominating the skyline, the Shard of Glass, the tallest building in Western Europe, stands at 1,016 feet tall. On the 72nd floor of the Shard there is a viewing platform. You can go up there and get lovely views over London at not so lovely prices. I believe it's about £30 an adult to go up there. Over to the left hand side, the yellow brick building with a grey rounded roof, the old Billingsgate fish market. There was a fish market stood on this site for over 900 years. Now move further downstream to the Isle of Dogs. A very famous man once started his career inside of that building. At the time he was 15, going by the name of Maurice Micklewhite. Then later on changed his name and his profession. He is now known as Sir Michael Caine, and not a lot of people know him. In front of us on the right hand side, the large grey warship, the C-35 HMS Belfast, has 12 guns, 6 at forward and 6 at aft, capable of firing a 102-pound shell up to 14 land miles. If the Belfast was to fire her guns in anger, she could hit targets in places such as Croydon, Kew and Dartford 14 miles away. Unfortunately, my ex-girlfriend lives 15 miles away, just outside of Dartford. And a Belfast has 7 different decks to explore, right away from the navigational bridge to the engine room, built in Belfast and the Harland and Wolff shipyard, the same shipyard that built the ill-fated Titanic.
Picturean mo. Picturean mo.
In front of us on the left hand side behind the trees, the world famous Tower of London. Centre part to the oldest part is where you will find 4 towers and a flagpole known as the Norman's Keep, or the White Tower, dates back to 1078. The many things of this time including a royal mint, a royal zoo, a royal observatory, a royal fortress, and most famously a place of execution. 2 of the last people to be imprisoned in the tower was actually the Craze brothers. They was only in there overnight. They went AWOL from the army. Ahead of us, the gateway to London Tower Road Bridge, designed in 1894 by Sir John Wolfe Barry. Centre spans off the bridge, both weighing a region of 1,100 tonnes. They can be raised into the upright position in just under 90 seconds. Allowed to open once and once only. That was on the opening ceremony when a ship hit the bridge.
Selfie ka, mami, selfie. Sige na, matanggalin na yan. Bilisan.
Patalikod na. Patalikod.
Ladies and gents, we are now making our way over to Tower Bridge Quay for the Tower of London. Anyone on board with Circular Cruise or Tower Bridge Quay tickets, this is where you leave us. You can catch a returning boat from here back to Westminster. Once we leave the pier, we'll carry on further downstream to Greenwich. As we're making our way over to the pier, if I could ask everyone, for your own safety, please remain in your seats until the boat is safely alongside. If you are leaving us, use this time to have a look around your seats. Make sure you have all your personal belongings with you. Don't leave anything behind that could spoil your day. Lastly, just a short word about the commentary. As you can tell by now anyway, I'm not a professional tour guide, I'm only a member of the crew. We do the commentaries hopefully to make your journey a bit more enjoyable, hopefully even interesting. If you did listen to the commentary, maybe you enjoyed my few words and would like to show appreciation for my efforts as your guide. You can do so as you are leaving a boat. I'll be standing by the exit holding the captain's commentary bucket. It's just our little tip bucket, that is for any appreciation that you might like to show. Just one more thing I'd like to thank you all for, that is of course your very kind attention on the journey downstream. Thank you very much folks, thank you.
Tower Bridge Quay.
Thank you for watching. Please click like and leave your comments below. If you are not yet subscribed, please do not forget to tap the subscription button and hit the notification bell to get updated with my future uploads. See you on my next video.